It's Sunday, April 25th here at the West End Gun Club. It's just after 0600. About to set up for the NRL22 April 2021 Course of Fire. We're ending the match today. There was a wind advisory for today apparently. I checked it before I got here, but when I arrived, there's some really good cloud cover, which is a really good indicator of like no wind. So hopefully this holds up. Granted, we've had fog cover here before and it was a little bit windy and raining, but right now, usually fog cover indicates that you got low amounts of wind because the fog is still settled in here. But we'll see what happens in the rest of the day. If it was windy last match for the March Course of Fire, and if it's going to be as windy as the forecast indicates it could be, it's going to be a really bad day. So it could hit up to 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. So we'll try to get set up and hopefully we can get through the Course of Fire fairly quickly before noon, because right around noon is probably when it'll hit the peak winds. So let's go ahead and get set up, and we'll see when people start arriving and get everyone checked in. If a match participant points or sweeps the muzzle of a firearm onto another person, that match participant will be disqualified or removed from the match immediately. During any magazine change or when changing positions during a stage of fire, the shooter will keep the finger off the trigger and outside the trigger guard. So whenever you're moving from rung to rung, you keep your finger off the trigger. Moving from ladder to tire, keep the finger off the trigger. When changing positions during the stage of fire, the bolt must be in the open position. So when you change positions, you fire, open bolt, keep the bolt open. Once you get in position, you can close the bolt.
On an automatic, you have to pull the slide back.
I'll get to that in a second too. No worries. Good question though. Good question. The shooter can. Okay, so when changing positions during the stage of fire, the bolt must be in the open position, empty chamber, and the shooter can close the bolt when a new position is established and the shooter is on target. Semi-automatic rifle shooters can leave the bolt closed when changing positions. So if you have a 1022, you can stay closed. But we ask you that you engage the safety when you change positions. Once you fire your shot, just engage safety and call out safe. I mean, it's a weird thing to do. We're not gonna ding you on it, but we'll just remind you, hey, can you please say safe, and then you can come on. It's kind of weird, but what we ask.
Yeah.
Shooter, you understand the course of fire?
Yes.
Shooter ready? Spotter, you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Oh, yeah. 2 inch.
2 inch.
Impact.
I felt like you're done. You had too much of your yeah, for me, I don't know if it's
Impact.
And then put it in my gun back. To the Wi-Fi stick like this, and then I'm pushing down. Got it. Yeah. My first shot. That was thumb down. Is that your little staple? Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Impact.
I think it was more because you had to reach.
You impacted something. Impact.
Yeah.
So Pat, you're up first. Impact. Impact.
You're shooting 7 out of 10. 2 in.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Impact.
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 7.
I lost it.
What you have? I don't know what I did good the first time that I didn't do the second time, but
Pat, how many hits?
7.
so I think you have
Impact.
good. Yep.
You have plenty of time. Impact.
I was kind of rushing on purpose.
Impact.
That's a bonus one, right? I was like, well, if I blow it, I'll go.
Impact.
10 points, so whatever you would have made at the time, when you add up to 1.
Impact.
I should have reloaded, but whatever. Miss.
Alright, Ron. You gotta show us your son a bit. Show us that you right. Impact. 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 Impact.
So I forgot to reload. You asked that question, when should you reload? Personally, you probably should just reload right when you're coming back
Yeah.
around, but I just forgot. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shoot, understand the course of fire?
Yep.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Spotter ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Go for the 2
Impact. Impact.
Okay, try the 1 after again.
Impact.
Impact.
Impact. Impact.
Alright, try the 1 in.
Got that safe.
Safe.
Thank you.
1.5.
Impact. Impact.
Safe.
Let me go to 2 inch now.
Okay, 2 inch.
Impact.
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 Safe.
Okay.
Ah, you bastard.
Don't worry about it. Go through the numbers. Got plenty of time. Just make your hits. Drop your mag though.
Impact.
I dropped the bag on purpose so it would try and double feed it.
One more. Impact. Nice. Good run. Good run.
Stand by.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, much more stable. Yeah, well, because I started like this, or like this, and then I ended up like this.
So is it more stable to the right?
Yeah.
Impact.
I don't know, I didn't check it, and I didn't check it.
Impact.
I could at this angle.
Impact.
Appreciate it.
Pat, you're up, buddy.
Impact. Impact.
William, you're after Pat here?
Yes, sir.
You didn't see that hit?
What?
You didn't see the impact on that one?
I didn't know.
Okay. 'Cause I saw the bullet deflect like really far.
Yeah, you know, the target moved. So, yeah, I think we can do that. 6.
Usually when I see the bullet move really far,
Want me to
Someone
spot?
could spot? Yes, please.
Yeah, the target did. Impact.
100.
Yep, full.
Right, perfect.
Impact. 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 Impact.
before the match results, just want to thank everyone for participation today. Hopefully everyone had a good time. I saw some excellent safety. Everyone was really safe on, especially all the little guys. Did a good job. Thank you for that. I hope, yeah. Hopefully everyone had a good time. I mean, we learned a lot of stuff. We actually finished pretty quickly today, which is great. Sometimes it takes longer, but looking to do I want to do more stages, but it's so hard because sometimes we run really long, and to even finish just the generic course of fire, we've run to like past noon. I'm like, wow, do people really want to stick around for that? So it's a hard balance. We'll see. But I hope everyone appreciates that we even though you timed out, you still got to finish the course of fire, and that does link to the time. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll try to keep doing that as long as we can before it starts to become a little bit intrusive. Especially when we get like 25 people at these matches again. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to do. So.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess for top three as far as just overall score, not open and base. It doesn't really just combined. It's just myself. I shot the 450. These are and we don't have bonus points factored in because I think the scoring was jacked up, but. I don't think bonus points will factor in any of these because you can't make up that kind of difference at all. So between any of the people here, from the next point up. So 450 for myself. Ethan Carroll, he shot a 373, second place overall. Open as well. Dixon Lopez, open at 304, third overall. Pat Mankey, 278, open, fourth overall. Cody, fifth overall, but top base class. Nice. Shooting the auto loader 1022, if I'm correct. Yeah. Nice. 257. And then Ron Carroll, Matthew Minch, Bell Magana. John Nuttall, and then William, and then John to wrap up the
Bringing
finals.
up the rear.
I think that's just part of the challenge.
Yeah,
The thing is, I mean, little tips, right? You can't be dialed in to 20 mag, right? You got to dial down to 12x, right?
That's the mistake I was making.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a mistake anywhere. It doesn't matter what kind of range it is. If you're in this style, you can't go max magnification.
Yeah.
As much as I like to dial in because I like to see that because especially with KYL, right?
Yeah.
I try to max it out, but you got to make that balance, and you force yourself when you're on the range, right? Just to shoot low mag.
Yeah.
Just practice that. Your eyes hate it, but it's better than shooting iron sights. So.
Yeah.
What do you usually shoot at?
It depends.
Well, like these, like the ones out the.
You know what?
12 to 15. If there's a lot of movement, definitely 10x, 12x, right? Beyond that, if you're that one where we had 5 or 6 targets, yeah, you can't really go tighter than 12 because you lose field of view at that point. You're because if I ever see you doing this, you're hunting, right? And you got to increase your field of view.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. That's all I really had. Unless there's any questions or anything. Nothing.
Thanks for doing it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Had a good time.
Yeah, hopefully see you all again.
Yep.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah. definitely come out and just make sure you pick everything of yours up. If I find something, I'll go ahead and I'll email everybody. I'm probably not going to stick around and wait for you guys to circle. I did that last time. I waited for a guy to come back, but I'm just going to go home and then I'll just email if somebody left something. So,
Cool.
Gun is the primary thing. So just make sure you got your rifle. We're good.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
We're done with the match. I shot the top score at 450. Today was pretty interesting weather. It was supposed to be windy today, but it's really dead calm right now. The wind was dead calm. The rain was the drizzle was there, so that did affect some people. There was a little bit of slight wind throughout the day, but right now it's pretty calm. There's some small gusts that might have took some people off target a little bit and caused some misses, but nothing out of the ordinary. Sun's finally coming out right now, so the wind might start picking up later because it's just before noon. We finished up pretty early, which is pretty good. We had 10 shooters total. 5 people didn't show up, and we had several new shooters, but they all shot very well. Lots of good safety observed here. We had I think we had 3 or 4 autoloaders, at least 1022s, and then a Thompson, I think, Thompson Contender type autoloader. I don't remember what model it is, but today was a good match, and just need to start packing up all the stuff. I got all the targets. I'm letting them dry out a little bit in the sun, and then I'm going to put up all the props and stuff in the all the props and whatnot back into the cons container, pack up my gear. Not much else to say there. As far as the match is concerned, it was a good match. Went nice and smooth, no issues. And this is the last match of the NRL 2020-2021 season. There's no match in May. So the May is the month of the NRL championships, so they don't have a course of fire for the clubs to shoot, all the regular clubs. I told the people I'm going to have, I told the people in the match that I'm thinking about holding an open clinic, open shoots, so I'm going to advertise that if I feel like doing it and see how many signups we get. But basically my idea is, instead of shooting a match in May, because I don't feel like doing a course of fire, what I would probably do is just set up some of the stages from the past courses of fire from the this past season. The trickier ones are the ones that I think people can learn on. I might set those up and then set up all the barricades so that people can have the opportunity to shoot off, because a lot of people don't shoot off tank traps because they don't have them. A lot of people never thought about shooting off a ladder and rooftop barricades. So if I'm doing this, I'm going to set all those up, set up some random targets, and have people come by and try it out and shoot and ask questions, and I can help them out, or other people can help them out as far as shooting is concerned. But we'll see. And if I do end up trying to hold it and I don't get enough signups, I'm just going to cancel it, because I don't know if I'm going to spend the time to do that if no one shows up. So, outside of NRL22, well, kind of related, if you follow my Instagram, you probably saw that I bought the Zero Compromise Optics 5-27 scope. I bought that a couple days ago on Friday, and it came in on Saturday. Got it next day aired from MK Machining. Took a few photos of it, but I haven't had time to mount it because it's going to go on my Voodoo, and I'm going to take the collis off my Voodoo and put it on my 6 Creedmoor. But I want to take a little bit of time to, I don't know, I'm going to record something or just do a write-up on the collis. I think it's a great scope. And I've seen some chromatic aberration issues on white targets. A lot of people say there's no chromatic aberration, but I feel like I've noticed it on sunny mornings that's cool weather, and I can see it in bright sunlight like white targets. I can see some CA effects there. But other than that, the collis is a great scope, and my use of the left side windage hasn't really been utilized. I think it's a great concept. I like the controls, but I'm not sure if it's worth going with the collis just for left side windage. But I want to do kind of a discussion of that. But I'm going to move that over to my centerfire gun, and I'll make more use of left side windage in a centerfire gun, because for this, I don't really utilize windage at all, if anything. It's just 1 or 2/10 of a mil. But the reason I'm going to put the ZCO on there, 1, I wanted the Zero Compromise scope, and 2, I'm going to put the ZCO on the Voodoo because I can get 33, 34 mils of elevation travel, which will be great with a 60-minute base, because a 60-minute base and the collis, I just can't get a 25-yard zero in all types of weather. I can bottom out the scope, and in summertime, I'll get a 25-yard zero with the collis on a 60-minute base. But during the winter, it's going to have more of a drop. So I think I can guarantee more success, at least guarantee a 25-yard zero with the ZCO, because I have all that elevation travel on the turret on a 60-minute base. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So right now I have a 40-minute base with the collis. I'm going to, once I take it off and then mount the ZCL, I'm going to put the 60-minute back on, which I still have, and then we'll rock that, and I'll bring it out here sometime. We'll zero it in, and then I'm going to take the Palmdale Desert Marksman range and shoot that at 500, 600, and see what that feels like to shoot the ZCO. Shoot the ZCO at that distance and see what the clarity is like and whatnot. But I look forward to that. And then unrelated to 22, I did finally get my Remington 700P back from my gunsmith here. He threaded the barrel for me for a Hellfire break. So I ended up putting that in a KRG Bravo chassis because I've had that Remington 700P. It's bone stock 700, except for a new trigger. It's this original barrel. It's a 26-inch 1 in 12 twist. So it's not a great barrel. It shoots okay. I shot it 1,000 yards. It's accurate enough at sea level with 175 grain Sierra Match Kings. Or no, was I shooting? No, I was shooting Burgers. Sorry, Burgers. 175 grain Burgers. They shoot fine. 1 in 12 twist on a 26-inch barrel, but you got to shoot it with a little bit of juice to make sure you get it going. I don't know if it'll shoot at elevation, but at sea level it's fine. Shot that at Pendleton on range 117 sniper range. It shot fine. So. But anyway, it's a stock barrel, and I ended up getting rid of the AICS chassis. Long story on that. Got rid of it. Got my full money back. Got rid of it, and then I needed a stock for it, and it's just been sitting in a cabinet, just like sitting there with like just the barreled action, and the trigger sitting on it. So I ended up getting a KRG Bravo. It was only $300. I can't remember the price. It's inexpensive, and it's a lot of people talk about the KRG Bravo like it's a pretty good stock. So I said, well, why not? Let's do that, and I put a AR-419 Arca rail on it, and so I can mount my bipods on there. So I'll bring that out sometime. I'll probably bring that out the next range session because I need to shoot that thing. Probably remount a scope because I have no scope on it. I'll just throw my Razor HD Gen 2 back on that, and we'll get that zeroed in. Anyway, talking a lot, just kind of what's going on, but look forward to that zero compromise. I'm gonna a lot more stuff coming about, a lot more content on that, and then see some content on my 700P just being back in service, I guess. And that's kind of it. So thanks for watching this vlog. Hopefully you got some entertainment out of this. I mean, it was a kind of a weird, I don't know if I recorded enough footage because I was trying to run everything with a lot of new shooters. So it's hard to run the line, get my camera set up, and I forgot I had my camera set up, but I didn't hit record and all that stuff. So hopefully I got enough usable footage. And hopefully if you're interested, coming out to an NRL22 match in our area, if you're in SoCal, definitely come out. Be nice to have you. But with that, that's it for today, April 25th, here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.
All right, shooter ready? Spotter ready? Spotter?
Ready.
Stand by? Maybe?